Hi, my name is Scott. Today's video is going to be on the Nova Modular Toolrest system. It's a 10-piece system. I just got all these pieces in from Nova. I start with the straight bars. They have 4, 6, and 12-inch straight bars, and they all go on the steel post, and you can get different size steel posts. They have a box rest, small and large, which comes in handy for using on smaller bowls. A nice flat scraper sits right on these, and there's a small one and a large one, so that you can see how that sits flat on there and doesn't cause problems. And then they have the bowl rest. We have a 5.2 inch bowl rest, which is not opened yet. For a smaller bowl. All these come with their own set screw, and they twist and mount right onto these steel posts. So there's a 5-inch. This is an 8.5 inch. Getting into a pretty good sized bowl. And then this is basically a 5-inch and an 8.5 inch all on the one. This is the one I'm going to be using today. And what I'm going to try and do is turn a live edge bowl with a pedestal base under it. So today I'm going to use the S bowl rest, and I'm going to hook up this 12-inch straight tool rest and put it on my 8-inch bar. So you just thread this in here. And it comes with a little hex screw, which is 3mm, I believe. And that locks right in here. You want these to be snug, because we don't want the tool rest coming loose when we're working. It's got to be a little snugger than that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so here I am. I got a pre-cut blank of ambrosia maple. My idea is to cut a live edge bowl with a pedestal base on it. I've taken the 12-inch straight tool rest from the modular tool system, and I'm going to set it just below center here. That's a pretty big piece. So I'm going to bring in the tailstock. Little tension, lock her up. Make this a little tighter. There we go. Make sure she's clear and fire it up. I'm going to start on about 200 RPMs. Might be a little quick. So high. So what I've done is kind of rough this down to where it's round, and I got my live edge on the top. Mostly saved the bark, and now I'm trying to decide the final shape. I got a couple more flat spots in the middle here, and I said pedestal bowl, so I'm kind of going to go with pedestal bowl. It looks like a really nice face, but I think I'm going to stick with the original plan and try and go with pedestal bowl. So I'm going to keep roughing. Alright, so I got this roughed out. It's pretty moist wood, so I'm not going to worry about finish sanding it right now. I want to show you what the wood looks like, so I'm going to put a little oil on it. And then we're going to go ahead and switch our tool rest over to the S bowl rest and hollow out the center. We'll catch you in a bit. Alright, so I got my tailstock off, put my steady rest on. First thing I'm going to do is I'm still using the 12-inch straight bar tool rest. I'm going to start by using the sharp tool and trying to keep the live edge on this. And then I'm going to switch to the S bowl rest. So last we were here, we were going to make a pedestal bowl. And I should have already learned this mistake once. Hollow out your bowl before you make the pedestal thin. So it broke here, and then I ended up, I want to save this piece of wood because it's a real nice piece of wood. I cut this off and then used my Forstner bit in the live edge, in the top of the live edge, to make place for a 3-inch faceplate, and we got her all trued back up again and got a tenon on, and we're going to use the Titan and save this project. Alright, so now I'm going to take the S tool rest off. I'm going to put on this large box rest and finish up the scraping. And I find that if you have this cranked right down and you crank on this, you can get it well tight on all the modular tool pieces. In here. See, this will really support this scraper nice. So once again, I use my trusty Nova Titan 3. No job too big, no job too small. We actually did save that project. I lost a little bit of the live edge on the top, but it worked out pretty good. Just really touched the surface on this Nova modular tool system, and it works pretty well. There's quite a versatility. Thanks very much for watching. Have a nice day.